Hey guys, quick question. What supplements do you use? A friend of mine, he sent me a message and he said, hey Nikolai, I'm training to compete for an upcoming competition. What supplements are you using? And I'll tell you what I use. I only use one supplement, and I'm not paid by or sponsored by these guys, but I use LMNT, and I like this watermelon salt flavor. What LMNT is it's just what is it? 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 500 milligrams of potassium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And it tastes good, and it makes me drink way more water than what I normally intake. And the potassium and the magnesium, I believe, are super helpful in keeping me from cramping, which is something I would notice after a really intense workout or competition. My hamstrings and my feet would cramp like crazy. Sometimes like right before a set if I was really stressed out, or definitely after the set. Usually at night, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, hamstring would be balled up. I'd have to hobble to the kitchen, start chugging water, and trying to get that cramp to release. So that's all I take. In the past, I've taken creatine. I feel like creatine is semi-helpful, endurance, like strength endurance wise, but it also kind of makes me like blow up a little bit, and I feel like I gain a little bit of weight, and I don't know if the strength to weight ratio is in my benefit when it comes to competing. I like to compete at just under 165 pounds, and when I'm taking creatine, it's hard for me to stay under that 165 mark. But other than that, I'm 44 years old, never taken any other supplements, no steroids, no TRT, nothing like that. It's more about what I don't put in my body that's been really helpful. I learned quite a few years back during a competition cycle, we all did an anti-inflammatory diet that was provided by Jennifer Hittenberger, and I had really great results on that. It wasn't vegan, it wasn't carnivore, it was like, mostly like a whole foods diet that included, all anti-inflammatory foods. So basically got rid of anything that was processed, anything that might potentially cause inflammation. And I discovered that like my performance went way up by cutting out bread, legumes, and a lot of like just processed stuff. And so I've pretty much stuck with that. And now recently I'm pretty much, because now I'm even older than I was back then, I put on weight like crazy if I eat any carbs. So I stick to basically a protein and fat diet, which is primarily carnivore, but I will eat some like root vegetables, and that seems to work really well for me. I have plenty of endurance, I feel strong, pretty lean, and I like that. But I've had other friends who've tried that same diet and have experienced like the ability, they don't have the same ability to process the fat. I don't think everybody has that ability to process all that fat. For me, it's fine, but other people who've tried it, I've heard like, well, they have explosive diarrhea or whatever, and so it doesn't work for everybody, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm curious what works for you guys. I do believe your genetics play a role in what supplements you need. And so, like for me, I need that extra potassium, magnesium. Sodium doesn't seem to bother me that much. I need to drink a lot of water, and I need a high protein diet, high fat diet to stay fueled. carbs actually make me crash and make me feel sluggish. And certain carbs, like really processed ones, I will feel an immediate negative effect on my joints. Pancakes, for example, Krusty's pancakes, they taste delicious. They're light and they're fluffy. A little like, maple syrup, a little Vermont maple syrup. So delicious, right? But about 30 minutes after eating pancakes, I notice my joints start to ache, and just out of nowhere, it has to be inflammation. I think as I get older, I'm just less resilient to bad foods, processed foods. As a kid, I could eat whatever I wanted. I always felt great, but as I get older, I got to be super careful. So now I don't even drink coffee. I drink green tea and water, and then either one or two of these element teas, depending if I have a particularly vigorous workout, I'll have two of them. If not, one's enough in the day, but I try to drink a gallon of water a day. Anyways, that's a long-winded post on supplements, what I take or don't take, and yeah, I'd be curious to see what y'all are taking. All right, bye.